Hi everyone, welcome to MGS Coaching Football. Thanks for watching my channel. Coach Sullivan here as defensive coordinator, and I hope that your 2021 season was as successful as ours was. Today, in this 3-4 presentation, I'd like to talk to you about one of our sim pressure coverages that we call Maroon double Iona tag. Okay, so what I'm going to do, and included in that, is explain what's meant by Maroon double Iona tag. Is I'm going to go through the key terms over here on the left with you so you can better understand what Maroon double Iona tag is and how we execute it. And then over here versus 2x2, 4 wide, 10 personnel that we call Detroit, I'm going to show you how it works. Okay, and I'll even bring in some nuances, things that have occurred and how it's easily adapted to cover all potentialities. Okay. So the first key term is the front itself, 58 up, right? Non-subscribers, push the button. If you go to my third down pass situation pressure package playlist, this is all on there, okay? 58 up, we cover all 5 offensive linemen. For us, in third down, definite passing situations, we usually see 10 personnel. It's really kind of rare when we don't. So is it possible to execute this versus, 11, 12, 20, etc. personnel groupings? Of course it is, right? But I think it's easier to see and understand versus what we more often see, and that's 4 wide receivers, okay? And so we impact the protection, we force a lot of changes, and then that's the sim pressure, right? They got to figure out who's coming, who isn't. I mean, that's all built into this. So this is a big part. That's why we refer to it as our sim pressure coverage, right? Simulated pressure. So then that takes care of number 2, just by covering up with the inside linebackers up there, showing like they're coming, we're simulating pressure, right? And then the way we line up behind it, as we love to say, and it's the truth, our alignment is our disguise. Okay. And then post snap, you got to figure out what we're actually in. Okay. So here we go. Number 3, right? Maroon double. Maroon, we use colors for our coverage system. Maroon is man free, right? One high look. Okay. The double, we're going to double one of the receivers. Okay. And how we do that, obviously, is we, through film study and so forth, we designate, in this particular example, number 85 is the guy we want to double. So that's something you can do by game plan as a game unfolds. It's like, oops, 85's not out. Either he's out or he's not playing well or they're not going to him. So pick another number, right? 17. All right, guys, when we run Maroon double, now it's going to be to 17. I mean, that's how easy this is. All right. So we're going to double number 85 in this particular case. And so what we do to designate for the rest of the defense, we just say lucky, lucky, lucky. Yes, that's our blitz designation, but we don't need to have a zillion different terms for every situation. Lucky, we're telling everybody doubling on the left. Okay, boom, done. So now, right, divider leverage. By design, we always have divider leverage, which means, right, number ones, you can't necessarily give them any help. So we go inside Ike leverage, press them up man. But we stay with outside leverage on 2 because our help is inside, right? That's the divider leverage. So we funnel them inside to our help, and if they run outside, we got great leverage on it. So that stays the same, although in this case, there won't be a need for a number 3. So versus 2x2 Detroit, right? Specified by wide receiver number, like I said. Here we're going to use number 85 as the example. It also just happens to be on the side of the pass string. 85 could be over here. So we teach all of the same techniques to all members of our secondary because if 85 is over here, check Ringo, 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 even though it's a Liz. Okay, that's a key coaching point. So now we're going to start off with our inside linebackers because this is important. And I'm going to come back to this, obviously, right? But right now I'm here, inside linebackers. They execute what we call maybe rat. Maybe rat. Maybe I'm the rat. Maybe you're the rat. Right? Maybe I got the back. Maybe you got the back. Okay, if I don't have the back, you're the rat. If I have the back, right? You're the rat. Etc. Etc. Excuse me. If I don't have the back, then I'm the rat. That's what I meant to say. Okay, so I put it on purpose. What we call pistol, right? So now post snap, they're going to punch out with their eyes on the running back. So let's just say the running back appears on this side. Well, now he knows he's got the running back. He knows he's the rat. Okay, and when you're the rat, you cut number 2 opposite the lucky Ringo. So it's a lucky, lucky, lucky. He knows he's looking at number 2 over here. Okay, and so he's on the outside divider leverage. Where's his help? Inside, right? Remember I just talked about that. So he's looking to cut that number 2, right? Conversely, if the running back went this way, right? Punch out. Well, now he's got the running back, and he is looking for the number 2 opposite. He knows it's lucky that number 2 is over here. So what we tell the inside linebackers is, in this scenario, if it so happens that the number 2 is opposite my side, then I got to cut down the distance. I got to go to him more. He's going to ride him to me, but I don't want to make it so that there's a gap. Because if you remember in the rat, what happens is if he, in fact, does that, he's going to deliver him, and then our rat picks him up, and he becomes the new rat, right? So we just say, if he's on the opposite side of where you are, cut down the distance. Go meet him. And then obviously, as you're going, if number 2 is not coming under like that, then set up because you're the rat. Keep your head on a swivel. Okay? So that takes care of our 2 inside linebackers. Okay? As well as the outside linebacker on the side opposite the double. Okay? So now let's get to, in this case, the double on number 85. In this case, it's lucky on the left. In this case, it's Iona tag. So what does all that mean, right? So this is for the outside linebacker and the safety on the Iona tag side, which is lucky. So in this case, it happens to be the dime and the free safety. So what Iona tag means, the outside linebacker lines up in their normal Disney outside shape, 3 yards from the receiver, right? Non-subscribers, push the button. I've gone over all that in a lot of detail in other presentations. The safety now, right, lines up the same as, well, he's at 1x12 icon number 2. So there's nothing different there, except they don't know that these 2 are double covering number 2. Okay? So the outside linebacker lines up low and outside, and if anything is going on an out route, okay, under 10, he's got it. Post, inside, hard mesh route, free safety's going to take it. So let me explain the hardest one. And I'm going to use blue. Okay, and I'm going to erase this right here so we can clean it up a little bit. Okay? So in this double, the Iona double, number 85 comes inside hard on a mesh route across the field, right? He doesn't take any back pedal steps. He's planting and driving downhill hard on number 2. Okay? There is no rat to help him. He is going to collision, and he stays with number 2 all the way across the field because the inside linebacker rat, right, if it's an over-under mesh, this rat's going to be involved with number 2. Otherwise, they're still playing rat, looking to help spy on the quarterback and help with a running back potentially, right, who's an outlet. So the difference here with the Iona tag is once he takes that crossing route, he stays with it and he keeps it all the way across the field. Right? I mean, we got two DBs on a slot receiver. We're not passing it off. Okay? Everybody understand that one? Okay? He takes the crosser all the way across the field. Obviously, on a post, he takes that. He takes anything inside. The coaching point here is on those shallow crossing routes, your safety jumps it and then stays with it. No rat's picking it up. Your safety effectively is the rat and stays the rat. Okay, huge coaching point. Okay, so then now, safety opposite, right? Again, we teach both the same techniques. Ball snapped, he's the lone high safety middle third. Now, if this two goes vertical, then you got two safeties, right? It's kind of hard to tell. But he goes shallow, he's going to be planting and driving. He's got the middle third. There's our maroon, one high look. Okay? So our thought process is we always think he's going to run a shallow crossing route because they know we're in some form of man, and that's what offenses want to do, run away from you. I'd rather prepare our players. They know we're in this, so here's how they're going to try and beat it, right? Put us in those the worst case scenarios. So that's safety opposite. Outside linebacker opposite is my blue. Starts to die on me a little bit. Plays that normal technique, right? Outside leverage. If he's coming hard inside on a crossing route, he's going to deliver that to the rat and then become the rat. So everything stays the same, right? Boom, boom. And then the corners also stay the same in that they're Ike press man, inside leverage. They got them. Number ones. It's theirs to play. So it's 9-on-9 football. That's what we tell our corners. You guys got one. Get it done. 9-on-9 football. We got to take care of it inside of you. Okay? So that is Maroon double Iona tag. Any questions? I really, really hope that you'll email me at coachmjsullivan@gmail.com. And I want to thank you again for watching MJS Coaching Football because I really appreciate it.